Hi everyone, happy Thursday. So I have been so busy getting prepped and ready for our Pamper event that started today. Yay! It's a Pamper Yourself event. If you guys have participated in one or been a part of one and helped host it, or invited people, please comment below. Let's get some love, some likes, and some comments. Anyway, I am doing a little bit different video today. I've had a lot of ideas every day, and then each day just got away from me with work and life, and it happens, you guys. That's the beauty of being able to, get on when we can and when I am able to. So hopefully things will calm down and be a little more consistent and have like a Wellness Wednesday, Tip Tuesday, and Motivation Monday, and things like that. So in the meantime, we're trying to have some good content of posts and that sort of thing, but videos, I'd like to be able to do some more of those things, and that's the plan. I've been prepping and planning and getting some ideas and things ready for especially next month, so it'll be fun. With the planning for this Pamper event, my mom and I were pre-recording a video just because of timing and everything, and we did a little Q&A for today's product that people are trying and learning about, good old On Guard. And as we were talking through it, we were sharing some stories of what we loved about those products. And we mentioned how there's been other stories, and we're going to be sharing more about adaptive, right? Some of you, or maybe you haven't, maybe this is the first time you're watching this and you had not heard or seen, but adaptive changed my life. It was an amazing experience. I had shared it on my personal. I wanted to share with the world because I feel like there was someone out there, and I still feel like there's probably someone out there, or so many people out there that could use this to help support them too. So today I'm going to kind of share my story a little bit in again of what happened and how that amazing transformation took place for me. So it's Throwback Thursday, and part of what's also been getting me to think that way is it was 2 years ago, like May, Cinco de Mayo hit, and that was when we realized I had my injury 2 years ago. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2 years ago, was when I was with Julie Cassens and her husband, and we were celebrating, and I realized that day something wasn't right. That was the day I woke up from a nap, and I had very blurry vision in this eye. Up to that point after the injury, it was fine. And I woke up and it's never been the same since. It is so much better, I will say that, but I can tell certain things trigger it. The blurriness is gone, but there are times that it appears. I thought, and I was told by different eye doctors, I saw a lot of specialists, that I would probably never get the full vision back in this eye, and it has gotten better. What else? We realized that I just didn't have the energy and the stamina. So when it hit on Cinco de Mayo, that was just a really crazy week. I meant to go live and talk to you guys about it, but it was also really emotional to think back. And last night, my mom had brought it up and mentioned it, and because she had a reminder on her phone of me in a hat. So yesterday, 2 years ago, I was in a hat and sunglasses, hiding in a very dark room. I was miserable, and it was rough. If you've ever had a head injury of some sort, you know what I'm talking about. You know how scary that can be. Or if you've known someone or a loved one or a friend that you saw how it changed their life dramatically, and they maybe weren't never the same. I am kind of stubborn in that way, that I did not want to believe there was no other option. I was being told left and right. Even my holistic specialist, there were times I broke down bawling because I wasn't getting better, and it was devastating, especially when I had been teaching for years and sharing with people the benefits and power of essential oils and natural solutions and eating right and, taking care of our body. and I wasn't getting relief. And I knew that there were tools to get you there, but no one had any relief for me. There are things that took the edge off. I'll say that they took the edge off, but for the healing process, there was nothing there to help with that. And it was devastating. It was heartbreaking. It was scary. And it's where you can get in a dangerous line of losing hope. I didn't want to lose hope. There were some days that both my husband and I were just like, is this the reality of life, where he comes home and his wife is always in bed and she can't cook, she can't clean, she can't go see friends, she can't be outside, she can hardly walk. I cry. It's hard, it's emotional. And there were no answers for us. I did start doing therapy. I started going, I was desperate. I was grasping at straws to get better because I was stubborn. I was like, no, I don't believe that I can't get better and I can't have some relief. So I did do the regular kind of options my doctor was giving me. I was still doing some holistic. I was integrating both. And eventually, after enough time had passed, I was able to start some cranial sacral therapy. And that was the first time I had some sort of relief. Now, the other thing a lot of people didn't know were I had researched and I had friends, team members, that work with me and have been sharing doTERRA and oils with people. We were trying to find oils to help. We knew there's oils such as like rosemary and copaiba that would help calm things down, help support your brain and all of that, and that's what I needed. But my body was so sensitive and on overdrive and hyper stimulated that I couldn't even stand being around my oils. I think the only one that didn't have too strong a scent that I could use every day that we started with was copaiba. It was the only one. Otherwise, it made my symptoms worse and made me so sick to my stomach because I was so sensitive. And it was heartbreaking because I knew how powerful and amazing they could be to help my body. So we would sneak stuff in and try and help, but it was rough. As time progressed and having cranial sacral, I was able to add more oils in, like peppermint and frankincense. I could start taking that every day. I got to a point my stomach was so upset I couldn't even take supplements, and I was losing weight rapidly, and I was not in a good place physically. My body was in some ways deteriorating because it wasn't getting the nutrients it needed, and it wasn't doing well. So not a good place to be physically, emotionally, spiritually, just not a good place, and it affects everyone around you. So cranial sacral helped. My therapists that I was seeing were working with me, and I was able to I was remembering things to share, and they wanted me, knowing this was my business, this is what I did, this is what I loved, and I didn't want to lose it. They had me start teaching some classes when I was there, and that was scary for me personally because what they saw on the outside was I could do it, and I did great. They couldn't see on the inside how I could tell my brain was slow and sluggish and it wasn't firing as fast. I wasn't able to recall or pull things up as quickly. I really had to slow down, and I was exhausted, and it wiped me out. But I did great on their side. For me, it was scary. It was traumatizing because I could tell I was different. I wasn't me. I wasn't the Stephanie I knew before. Through that therapy, though, and that passion they saw, they said I was cleared to go to convention. And I was excited. I was really excited. So I went, and it was something to look forward to. That was the biggest thing that they wanted me to do, was find things I looked forward to. And I worked with them, we realized that even my cranial sacral therapist, my holistic specialist, all my therapists, I had a whole host of people working with me, said, you may be wiped out for like a month after you go. You may be only able to do one day. So they're trying to prepare me emotionally to know that my body and my brain may not be able to do the whole thing, and that was okay. And I had to come to terms that was okay. And I was. I figured I'd be able to participate the first day, and that was it. And it was sad, and it was scary, but just being there and being able to say, I got there, I did that, was huge for me. That first day was exhausting, but there was a reason I was meant to be there, and that was the day I learned about adaptive. That was the day I got to try adaptive. And that was the day everything changed for me. Now, something I didn't mention, but one of the side effects that I had was not sleeping. My brain was on overdrive and couldn't turn off. And sleep was the thing I needed most to heal. So I was grasping at everything. I was trying everything. I'd get catnips, but it's not the same as getting your full REM cycle of sleep. That's where a lot of healing for your brain takes place. And I couldn't get that. My body wouldn't allow it. So I heard about adaptive. They talked about the power of using both of these. And we were able to get our hands on them that night. First, I got to smell this oil, and I will link the video reaction I had right after trying this. It was incredible. It gave me some energy and stamina, and I was able to keep going to stand in line to get both of these to take home with me that night. And forever, things changed. I took one of these as they suggested at bedtime. I diffused this that night. I slept for the first time since April. And I woke up feeling like a whole new me. And I had hope again. Little did I know I would be where I am today. If you would have told me that 2 years ago, laying in bed, hiding from the world, suffering, watching those around me suffer with me because they were scared, I would have just probably laughed at you or said, well, I'm told by doctors it's not going to happen for at least 5 to 10 years to be where I am today. I am about to go to an event that I would have not dreamed I could be doing. There's been a lot of those lately, of being able to go places and do things on my own, or things I never thought I'd be able to do again. And it's been incredible. And in some ways, I'm doing things without some fear that I normally would have fear. And don't get me wrong, I still have times where I have fear. We went to a trampoline place, and there was a couple times I had a little bit of fear that I don't want to fall. That is still going to happen. Oh, thank you, Kim. That is still going to happen, where you have those fears. It's like having, it's a trauma, and it's like it'll replay in your brain. So for me, what I did was I pulled out at the trampoline park. I pulled this out. I rolled it on before we got there. I rolled it on when we got there, and I got on a trampoline. And I got to have fun with my husband and other families that were around us and meet some new people. I got to laugh, but I got to be on a trampoline again. 2 years ago, I would have looked at you and said, are you kidding me? I'm not going to put myself in that position. I have been able to ride a bike again. It took me 2 years to get on a bike because we tried before my husband left for basic, and my balance wasn't quite there, and it gave me knots in my stomach, and I was scared. And I've been able to do that, and I was able to have fun and go further than I've gone before, and recovered quickly afterwards. And before my injury, I wouldn't have gotten as far. I would have not been able to walk the next day. So it's been incredible to see the work and the oils change my life. I hope this is helpful for you guys. If you know someone or you guys need support, please let me know. I am here for you guys. I want to help. I want to support. But I wanted to kind of throw back and go back a little bit in time and in memory and share with you where I was 2 years ago and where I am today. And thank you to all of you who've watched my journey. A lot of you have shared what you've seen, because a lot of times I don't see that, and you see things that I didn't see that have changed. And it's great to see, because I journal it down so I can go back and be like, so-and-so told me today that they've noticed this has changed, and they've noticed this is better, or I'm doing this now. And they're little things. They're things that maybe we normally wouldn't catch, but those little things all add up, and those little things can give you a little bit more hope, especially when times are tough and hard. And no, you're not alone. There's a lot of great people here, a part of the Essential Life family, that are here to support you, who want to help you. That is what we are here to do, is to help you feel better and help you be your best and do your best, and know that there are options, there are solutions, and we want you to know you don't have to settle. Don't settle, please. Keep fighting, keep going, because that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to share your story and live your life and enjoy life, and you can. And we're here to help support you through that. So thank you, everyone. And again, hopefully this was helpful. I know I got emotional and teary-eyed. I don't always like to do that. I like to be strong. So you guys got to see a vulnerable side of me. And just know I am, from the bottom of my heart, I'm here for you guys. I am thankful for you guys. I am thankful for Adaptive being in my life. And I'm thankful that it's something I can share with all of you. And it's incredible. So thanks, Kim, too, for watching. All right, we'll see you all next time. Bye.